Is it because of the botch spot? Is this some form of a punishment, bro? Because the guy didn't kick out. But I'm telling you, bro, I feel in my gut they are setting this guy up for failure.
Cody Rhodes against Solo Sikoa in a singles match for the undisputed WWE Championship. What's your take on this, man? What do you think about the build, and what do you have as far as Cody versus Solo?
Well, it's very bro, I think in a lot of ways they've backed themselves in a corner in a lot of ways, because obviously, bro, you can't beat Cody, okay, right now. And you really don't want to beat Solo right now because you want Solo to be whole for when Reigns gets back. So if Cody, I mean, bro, if they think Cody beating Solo and then the heels getting their heat back, if they think that's going to protect Solo, they're out of their freaking minds. Out of their minds. So obviously, bro, you're gonna beat Cody with the first, real contender, I guess you could say, that he's had since he won the title. Yeah, he could beat AJ and everybody else, but he's not going to beat Solo. On the other hand, bro, you're going to, Vince always used to call it, like he used to say, Vince, you can't take the rose off the bloom. You can't take the rose off the bloom for Solo because you want that for Roman Reigns.
Sure.
So I don't know, bro. I swear it would seem to me that they would book it that Cody beats him, the heels get their heat back, and Roman Reigns walks out at the end. That's how I think they would book it. That does zero for Solo Sikoa.
I agree 100%. I do think Cody's going to win. I do think they're going to make him look like a hero again. He's going to beat Solo. The Bloodline is going to get the heat after, and then the big payoff for SummerSlam, as far as the crowd is concerned, is a Roman return. So I do think that's going to happen. And I also agree the fact that why are you building up Roman and probably his crew against Solo and his crew already with the Solo loss to Cody Rhodes right out the gate? It doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. And the next match too, bro, let's just go to Gunther and Damian Priest. Mm-hmm. Neither one of these guys should be being beat right now. Yeah. Neither one of these guys, and somebody's going to have to get beat. And again, bro, okay, bro, you're going to tell me if the Judgment Day screws Damian Priest somehow, some way, accidentally, they go to help him and they screw him, you're going to tell me that helps Damian Priest? Right. Neither one of those guys should lose right now. That's why you should not be booking them against each other.
Exactly. Who do you think is going to take it?
They're going to put Gunther over because they honestly believe, bro, people are interested in Damian Priest against Finn Balor. We spoke about that. They honestly believe that, bro.
Check out BrainBuster, the daily quiz that tests your WWE knowledge with winning streaks, stats, and more. It's time to see if you're up for the challenge.
And it's just, this build has just been the weirdest to me. I mean, it's just weird. They were sowing seeds for a turn against Priest, and then that cooled off, and then we got weeks full of them playing video games backstage. It wasn't even any type of build. Liv Morgan and Dominic and Rhea's overshadowed anything Judgment Day related. The second face-to-face that they had, that Gunther and Priest had, was just as flat as the first one they had, several weeks ago. So as if this one was better, no, it was the same. People just, they don't have anybody to pull for. Building up to SummerSlam, the build is street trash. Like, the angle of all of this is street trash. That's the best you could give us,
bro. I've been, I was with the WWE. I know the system. I know how things work. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, Vince isn't there anymore. Great. You got Pritchard. You got Heyman. You got Michael Hayes, bro, who are just as good as Vince. I swear to God, Chris, this reeks of, to me, setting up Damian Priest for failure. That is what I'm failing. The old, bro, we tried. You just didn't get over. Oh, bro, did it have anything to do with Gunther sets me up as a baby face and 2 seconds later I'm wrestling a baby face?
Exactly.
Does that have anything to do with anything?
Exactly.
I swear, bro, in my heart of hearts, I am feeling that they are setting this guy up. Bro, first of all, we know one thing. I could tell you this. Chris, I am a very good judge of character. I could tell you this. I've never met Damian Priest in my life. I can tell you he's a good guy. He's a straight up guy. If he's from New York, bro, he's an honest guy. So he's a nice guy, bro. If he's a nice guy, he's playing by the rules. He's playing by the book. So that now I'm looking at, is it because of the botched spot? Is this some form of a punishment, bro? Because the guy didn't kick out. But I'm telling you, bro, I feel in my gut they are setting this guy up for failure.
This is what I'm confused about with this, Vince, is that seemingly they're throwing the Punk thing. Now Seth is in the mix all of a sudden, which dilutes the feud to me. It just adds an unnecessary third party, and it's why didn't they just have Seth be a part of this as a triple threat? Now Gunther winning the King of the Ring gets him a spot as in the championship match at SummerSlam. Seth can afford to lose, so why couldn't they just have Priest or Gunther pin Seth and Seth be in the triple threat match? That could protect both of them.
Absolutely.
So and plus you would have a clear-cut babyface in there to help with the dynamic on a big pay-per-view. So to me, Seth and you had the segment backstage on Raw where the gentleman's agreement was rescinded, right? Yeah. So all of that could have factored in to somehow Seth getting in this match too. But for some odd reason, you're throwing him in with the Drew and Punk stuff, and it doesn't make sense. And Seth is upset because he was costed a championship opportunity, but the gentleman's agreement was rescinded. You have a championship opportunity again. It just would have made so much more sense from a protective standpoint for both Gunther and Priest. As you said, neither of them could afford a loss. Why don't just pin Seth?
Because that's why I'm saying, Chris, when things don't add up like you just laid out, there's something there. There's more there than meets the eye. When things don't add up, bro, I'm telling you, that's when something stinks.
Yeah.
And I just feel, man, I just feel this guy's getting set up for failure. And it freaking kills me because we have been saying from day one, there's money written all over this guy, bro. And again, Chris, I've said this a million times. If you are a nice guy, you are going to get eaten alive in the wrestling business, man. And Priest really comes across as a straight up nice guy.
Yeah. It seems like because this was a dream for him to become, world champion of WWE, he doesn't want to rock the boat. He just, even if his brand is compromised, he's just happy to hold the title because it was a dream of his. Yeah. So it's unfortunate, man. You still got to speak up for yourself, man. Your brand still matters.